Welcome back, everybody. So here it is. Here is our new 2010 SVT Raptor. So this car is actually not my car, it's my brother's. He just bought it, so I'm welcoming this to the channel. It's gonna be around here a lot. Not my car I purchased, but she's still gonna be around a lot. It might look red on camera, but it's actually a molten orange. This color looks really cool. I'm gonna give you guys a little close up here. You can kind of see how it sparkles in the sun there. Very beautiful color for a truck. The 2010 was actually the first year that the Raptor was made. So let's dive into this truck. Let's take a look at it. I think it's fair to start off doing a full walk around. On the front here, this portion is wrapped, so that's pretty cool. This, I believe, comes standard on all of the Raptors. From the front view, it looks really, really good. Got some of these cool lights in the grille here. This one has been ordered, so that one's got to get changed. Also, one of the blinker lights does not work, so that is coming in as well. From the front side portion here, you can see these vents from the side here to help get rid of some of that heat in the motor. There's some on the other side as well. So the big kind of selling point here of the Raptor is the off-road ability. So it has a lot of upgraded suspension, everything you would pretty much need to go off-road. It's also a lot more powerful than the traditional F-150. This one behind me has the 5.4 liter Triton motor. In terms of trucks, that's pretty good. This thing's got some brand new Cooper tires on it. These are 315s, which are 10 millimeters smaller than the ones I have on my Corvette, and the Corvette ones are fat tires. So these are massive. Personally, I'm also a fan of these wheels as well. The Raptor also comes with this nice running board here. I think that looks really good. I also like how it's kind of slotted as well. Looks very nice. The Raptor also just looks so much more aggressive than the traditional F-150. My parents have a Silverado, it's just a base Silverado, and putting these two next to each other, this one just looks so much more aggressive. One of the ways you can see that is with this fender, well, all the fenders. Look how much these stick out. This makes the car a lot more aggressive, just kind of gives it a better presence on the road. Also got this cool SVT logo there. Coming around to the back here, you can see all these nice decals that the Raptor has on it. I think these are pretty nice. This is almost like a blue color here. It's like a sparkly blue. And then moving around to the back here, got all those cool Raptor decals, as well as the side exhaust here. I think it's time we give you guys a startup. I think that exhaust sounds pretty good. The exhaust is going to be one of the first mods that are going to be done to this truck whenever my brother decides to buy that. We do know that there is a small exhaust leak. There's a little bit of a hole in the exhaust. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. It's right there. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. There. We do know that's there. As well as, apparently that's a common thing with these motors. The Triton motor is not, I guess, known for reliability. There are some spark plug issues, as well as the manifold. We think there's a slight leak in the manifold. That's why it kind of sounds a little bit funky. However, overall, this is a pretty great truck. It is a little rusty. F-150s do that, and we live in Michigan, so rust is, unfortunately, it's inevitable. But all in all, it is still a very well put together, great truck. I'm gonna draw your attention to these shocks here. So those right there are Fox shocks. We do know that Fox shocks come on this truck. However, we were told by the dealer that this specific Raptor has a little bit of upgraded shocks. We're not exactly sure what the other owner put on there. Regardless, they look pretty cool and they work really well. Can you guys hear all those frogs? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like a little pond over there where all those frogs are coming from. So as far as F-150s go, this is pretty much the top of the line. This right here, this interior is absolutely beautiful. It's got that really nice red here in the middle. Nice leather seats. Nice little Raptor logo and everything. They're very comfortable, bucket style. They hold you very well. I've also heard that it's a lot less common to have leather seats in something like a truck. I remember we had that problem when my parents were looking for their truck. They really just couldn't find a truck with leather seats. So just that alone is pretty nice. I'm gonna hop in the passenger seat here. It's got this really nice red all over the center stack here. Also got this cool little Raptor thing right here. I'm not sure if this is like, if they mean aux like just auxiliary port. I'm not really sure what these are for, but it's got this cool off-road mode as well. Pretty basic from a passenger standpoint. Heated seats, looks like your basic climate controls, all that other stuff. Nothing too out of the ordinary. This truck does also have a sunroof. That's pretty sick. I never really see trucks with sunroofs. Also got the nice upgraded Sony sound system. This is a pretty cool view from the driver's seat here. I really like how they added this red line at the top. That's sort of like a racing thing. Looks like you can move the pedals back and forth too. I did not even realize this until just now. This car comes with a subwoofer. That is a 700 watt Sony subwoofer just under the back passenger seat there. Here she is. Here's that 5.4 Triton. It reminds me a lot of the 4.6 I had on my Mustang, but obviously it's a lot bigger. Another item on the list here would be a cold air intake. That'd be a pretty cool upgrade. So I actually learned that these switches right here are available for you to put exterior lighting, winches, other things like that. So these switches right now, they don't do anything. However, if we wanted to add like a light bar or something like that later, it is set up so that you already have these available so that you can just add all those off-road things on there later. That's sick. One of the cool things about having a YouTube channel is that I get to drive cars that I never really would have gotten to drive otherwise. This might not be an exact situation like that, but we're gonna give her a start. I've never driven a Raptor before. I have, for like a very short amount of time, I've valeted one, so like, I guess. But no, I've never really driven one on the road. This also does have a backup camera, that's pretty nice. What are you yelling at me for? So that backup camera is pretty nice. Also the sunroof is super nice too. Just kind of things you never really would get on a truck, but this has it, especially for 2010. My Focus that actually I just sold in the last video, or at least it's up for sale, that car was also from 2010, and it's different because that was like the bottom of the barrel 2010 car, whereas this is like the top of the line 2010 truck. So it's kind of cool to see like the opposite ends of the technology spectrum, but it's pretty sick. This thing's nice. You know what? Now that I think about it, I have driven a Raptor before. It was only for like a mile or two, and my friend's parents were actually like at the bar, and they had a little bit too much to drink, so they needed somebody to drive their car home. So I was like, oh, I'll drive the Raptor, no problem. That was a little bit of a newer one, and I remember when I was driving that, I just like everything felt so big. Everything in the car is so large. The shifter is large. The windows are large. The seats are large. Everything is just massive about this car. I see this button right here in most trucks. Trailer brake. I have no idea what this is, but you can like squeeze it in and out. I don't know what that means. Does this like, can you hook this up to a trailer and then like actually like use like brake the trailer from that? I have no idea, but if you guys know, let me know. I really do like this part of the steering wheel, this little line here.
Yeah, me too.
Coming from driving like small cars, this truck it just feels huge. It doesn't feel like too hard to drive though. I bet the widened fenders can get like slightly annoying. Maybe around like a super tight turn to like a parking garage or something. I like the little SVT logo and the Raptor logo inside there too. That's kind of cool. All right, we're at like, maybe like a little launch from 30. It's definitely got a lot of power behind it. Feels pretty good. It's obviously not a sports car, but that's not really what this truck is meant to be. It's got more than enough power than you would need like off-roading or anything like that. Once the sand rail's done, Caden, we should take this thing to the dunes.
Oh yeah.
So something like this is really attractive to me because this is a super cool truck. And in 2010, it was the best of the best. It was top of the line. It was great. But it was also very, very expensive. I don't know exactly what this car's MSRP was, but if I had to guess, it would probably be about $75,000. I think that's a pretty good guess for this car, or truck. This truck cost $22,000. It was listed for $23,000, and then it ended up getting purchased by Caden for $22,000. After taxes, fees, license plate, all that stuff, out the door price was around $24,000, which $24,000 for a truck that 12 years ago cost 3 times that, I think that's a pretty solid deal. That's kind of the same route I was looking to go when I bought my Vet. I could get something that's really nice, but it's been depreciated so much that I can now afford it. In terms of like drivability for this truck, it doesn't seem obnoxious. It's pretty smooth. I would say this is definitely smoother than my Vet is. Obviously, we're not really driving this in like an off-road setting right now, but it is a pretty sweet, even like, that was a very smooth turn, no body roll. It's very smooth. You can hear the off-road tires like a little bit, but it's not enough that it would be annoying or anything. Some trucks, or a lot of times with Jeeps and things like that, you can just hear like when they're like going down the freeway because their tires are smacking the concrete. But no problems, nothing like that with this. This is what I was talking about. Just take a look at the difference between the Raptor and the base Silverado. Silverado is a 2015, and this is a 2010. Look at how much taller the Raptor is. The Raptor is a couple inches taller. It is lifted. I don't think I said that, but that's just a normal thing with the Raptors. Look at the wheel gap. The wheel gap here is about, I don't know what that is, 6 inches. And this is probably only about 4 inches. Even like the tires are larger. And you can see, especially kind of in the back there, how much wider the fenders are on the Raptor. Personally, I would take something like this, even though it's older, over the base Silverado. Thank you guys so much for helping me welcome this Raptor to the channel. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to check those out. If you very much would, I'd appreciate a like on this video. It would really help out the channel. And make sure to smash subscribe if you want to see more Raptor content. Thanks again for checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one.